Good morning, students. Today we'll discuss the second topic from Unit 1, 1.2, mouth parts of cockroach. The mouth parts are the head appendages surrounding the mouth and that consist of the labrum or upper lip, then the lower lip, that is the labium. uh, then next, that is the what mandibles and these are the mandibles and the maxilla, and the at the center there is a hypopharynx. Means the what these mouth parts of the cockroach constitutes. It constitutes the what, the upper lip, lower lip, upper jaw, then lower jaw, and the tongue or the hypopharynx. These are the five parts. The mouth parts of cockroach remain unspecialized due to its omnivorous habit. Omnivorous means eating any type of the food material that may, and they enable it to bite and chew the hard stuff, consume the soft stuffs, and lap up the liquids. These are the what the mouth parts, or this is the head region, and that having the clypeus, then labrum, then here this is the maxilla, then here that is the labium, and the what that is the labrum. All these are the parts which are associated or they are arranged in this fashion or in this manner in the cockroach. Then the first part, that is the labrum. This is the labrum that you can see. This is the labrum or the position of the labrum in the mouth parts. This labrum, it is an appendage of third head segment. This in this figure or in this head you can observe this labrum. This labrum, it is just below the clypeus or it attached to the clypeus. It is a broad oblong plate attached to the lower margin of the clypeus. This is the broad oblong shape that is a plate and attached to the lower margin of clypeus and forms the anterior margin of the mouth cavity. At its junction with clypeus, on its inner surface, it bears a small scleroid called as a torma on each side, and on the inner surface it bears the two rows of the sensory or gustatory. Gustatory means taste. The gustatory city on each side, and the labrum overlaps the tooth portion of the mandible. This is the mandible tooth portion, and this overlaps with the mandible's tooth portion. So this is the labrum. This is the head appendage of the third head segment. It is a broad oblong plate. It is attached to the clypeus towards the, and it forms a anterior margin of mouth cavity at the junction of the clypeus on its surface, inner surface, it having the torma on each side, and its inner surface bears a gustatory city or sensory city which helps in the taste the food on each side, and it overlaps with the tooth portion of the mandible. This is the first part that is called as a what? The labrum. This, and among these five parts, this the labrum or the, that we call it as at it is position is upper, that is called as a what? Upper lip. So this is the what? The labrum or the upper lip. Then second one is the what? That is a mandible. Next to these are the mandibles. After labrum, what comes? The mandibles. These are the what? Appendage of the fourth head segment. And these are small. These are the labrum. These are the pair of the labrum. That are pair of the mandible. And these mandibles are the appendage of which segment? Fourth segment. These are in pairs. And these are small triangular structure, and these are strongly sclerotized on their opposing edges. They articulate with the sides of head capsule below the geni. Geni and these each mandible bears three tooth-like denticles. Each mandible having how many denticles? Three tooth-like denticles and small, smooth serrated molar area. This is the molar area, and these are the denticles. Proximal to the molar area is a membranous lobe, and that is called as a prostheca that bears a sensory hairs. And the denticle act as an interlocking structure. These are the denticles that act as an interlocking structure where the molar areas, this is the molar areas which helps in the what that is a mastication of the food or the crushing of the food. Both the mandible show the sideways movement about by action of the muscles that are the adductor muscles and the abductor muscles. So these are the mandible. Mandible is what the this is the lower jaw. That is the what the lower jaw mandibles. And these are the appendages of which this is the appendage of the third. That is the labrum is the appendage of third head segment. This the mandible, this is the appendage of the fourth head segment, and these are the triangular structure having the dentine like structure and again having the what that is a molar area. They articulate with the sides of head capsule below by with the help of the what that is a geni, and the what the mandible bears the what that is the denticles and the serrated molar areas. Denticles helps in the interlocking structure, whereas the molar area helps in the what that is the mastication of the food. This is the second mouth part, or that is a mandible that we called it as a lower jaw. Next to this mandible, there is a maxillae. What are these maxillae? These maxillae are the appendages of the fifth head segment. These are in pairs. This is the one and this another. These are the maxillae. That is the what? These are in pair, and these are what? These are the also called as a what? The upper jaw. This is the lower jaw, this is the upper jaw, and these are appendage of what segments? Fifth head segment. They lie beneath the mandible. They lie, this is the mandible, below the mandible, these are the maxilla, and articulate with the posterior surface of the head capsule on either side, means on both the side of the posterior surface of head capsule, they are attached. And these on either each maxilla consists of cylindrical stipe. This is the maxilla and it comprises of this is the cylindrical stipe, and this type bears the and the cylindrical stipes, and it is hinged to the basal part, and that basal part is called as a caldo. Means basal part is caldo, and then after that the it is a what? The cylindrical structure that we called it as a stipe. The stipe, this bears a three process. This is the stipe, and this stipe bears a three processes. What are these? The lacinium. This is the lacinium internally placed. Then the what? The gallia, and which act as a hood for the lacinium, and a maxillary pulp. This is the what? The maxillary pulp. And how it is the maxillary pulp? It is the five segmented. The maxillary pulp is a five segmented and sensory in nature. And this maxillary pulp, it is born on the basal projection that is called as a pulpimper. This is the pulpimper, and then this is the one, two, three, and four. This is the entire maxillary pulp. It is how many segmented? Five segmented. And at the basal point, that is called as a what? It is born on the basal projection, that is called as a pulpimper. It having the what? The cylindrical stipe, and to with it is attached, and the stipes are hinged to the what? That is a hinged or attached to the what? That is a caldo. And this type bears the three processes. What are these? One is a lacinium, then another one is a gallia, and the third one is a what? Maxillary pulp, which bears five segments, and the what? The basal segment on which it is born, it is called as a pulpimper. So this is the these are present below the what? The this maxilla, it is below the mandible. This is the upper jaw, this is the lower jaw, then this is the upper lip. The remaining part is now is the what? This is the lower lip, that is called as a labium. And next to this maxillae, the next part that we called it as a what? The labium. And this labium is the appendage of the sixth head segment, and It is the posterior most of the mouth part. This is the posterior most part of the what that is the mouth parts. Till now we have discussed the labrum, then mandible, and the what this is the pair of maxilla. The now remaining is the what the labium or the what the lower lip, and this lower lip is the appendage of the head. Sixth head segment. It is formed by fusion of two maxilla-like appendages. Means it is formed. It is a single structure, but how it is formed? It is formed by the two structures which are like the what that is a maxilla. The large basal part is called as a what? The submentum. This is the large basal part of the labium, and that we call it as a submentum, and which supports a what that is a smaller basal smaller plate, and that we called it as a mentum. Means labium at the basal part it having the submentum, upper to that is a what the submentum is attached or it supports the smaller mentum, and the smaller mentum again supports a what that is a promentum. Means labium having the submentum, mentum, and the promentum, and these and again what it have, it having the paired glossa. These are the internally placed, these are the paired glossa, and then next to that outer to this glossa there is a paraglossa. This is a pair of the paraglossa, and these the paired glossi and paraglossi it constitute together the structure that we called it as a ligula. Means this glossa and the paraglossa combinedly it is called as a ligula, and this prementum it bears on its side a three-jointed labial pulp. This is the labial pulp. This is the one, second, and the three. That is a three-joint or the three-segmented labial pulp are that is a born on the what that is a prementum, and these are born on the basal projection, and that basal projection it is called as a pulpinger. So this is the what the labium or the lower lip. The labium or the lower lip, it is having the what? The lower, it is the appendage of the sixth head segment, and it is the posterior most part of the mouth part. It is formed by the fusion of two maxilla-like appendages. The large basal part is called as a submentum, which supports the what that is a mentum. On the mentum or the on the upper surface of the mentum or the above the mentum, there is a prementum, and on this prementum there are the small structure that we called it as a what? The glossa, and outer to the glossa there are the paraglossa. The glossa and the paraglossa, this pair of glossa and pair of paraglossa, these combinedly constitute the structure that we called it as a ligula, and the prementum bears on each side labial pulps, and these labial pulp are three jointed or the three segmented, and these are born on the structure that we called it as a pulpinger. So this is regarding the what the labium or the appendage of the sixth segment, that is the labium. Then the last part from the mouth, what that is a mouth part, that is a hypopharynx. As you can observe here, the salivary duct, that means it is a tongue-like structure. It constitutes the tongue and originates at the opening of the salivary duct, and it lies between the maxillae and above the labium. This is the labium. It is above the labium and lies between the maxillae. These are the maxilla. In between the maxilla and the what that is a labium, that is a and below the labrum, that it is present, and that we called it as a hypopharynx. It is a tongue-like structure, and it lies between maxilla and above the labium, and which where it is present, this is the mouth cavity. Within this mouth cavity, this is a hypopharynx. And the last one, that is a mouth cavity. Mouth cavity is nothing but a what? The space which is surrounded by the mouth part. These are the mouth part, that is a labrum, then pair of mandible, then pair of maxilla, and the labium, and the hypopharynx. Surrounding the hypopharynx, this is the cavity, and this cavity is called as a mouth cavity. Its region in front of hypopharynx, that is called as a what? In that is called as a cibarium, and the hinder region it is called as a salivarium. The this region it is called as a sibarium. This region is called as a what? Sibarium and salivarium. And in mouth cavity, the food is crushed and acted upon by the salivary secretion of the saliva. So these are the what the different mouth parts of the cockroach. That are the what the main five mouth parts. What are these? The one is a what? The labrum. Then next one. This is the what? The upper lip. Then the what? This is the head appendage of the third head segment. Then mandible. That is the what? The lower jaw. That is the what head appendage of the fourth head segment. Then these are the maxilla, the appendage of the fifth head segment, and the labium. That is, this is the upper jaw, and the labium is the lower lip. This is the appendage of the sixth head segment. So these are all are the what the mouth parts of the cockroach. Thank you.